Look, I'm hearing a lot of people saying that Fortnite is dying, and that might be true, but it's not for the reason that you think it is. And I talk a lot about this in my videos, so go check those out. But what I mean is that Fortnite might be dying, but not for the reason that you think it is. You see, Fortnite just laid off 1,000 people just yesterday, and they laid off another 500 over a year ago. But that's because Fortnite is seeing fewer people playing the game. And sure, you're like, well, that's because they have too many collabs, or that's because the game's gotten harder, or that's because the updates are getting more boring, or that's because it's XXX. Sure, you're right. But I think that that's all part of the bigger plan at Epic Games. Again, my opinion, but here's what I think is actually happening. You see, Fortnite is actually no longer trying to be a video game creator. They are no longer trying to maintain all of these different game modes that you've been seeing, like Ballistic or Festival Battle Stage or Rocket Racing, which is all the things that you've seen. You see, Fortnite has learned one thing, and that's that the value of Fortnite, in order for it to scale at even larger, more money than it makes already, is not to make the game better. It's to let you make better games that they can skim off the top. What am I talking about here? You see, Fortnite just increased the prices of V-Bucks lately, and sure, that's to cover the prices of all the things that they're charging for, servers and all these things. But Fortnite has actually been spending much more money lately than they actually make, which I know sounds crazy because you're like, well, they make billions of dollars.
Fortnite makes billions of dollars a year.
But the truth is that Fortnite is actually spending more money on research and development of one thing, and that is Unreal Engine.
Because we've chosen to reinvest heavily in building what we think is the future of technology, we're spending more every year than we're making. And for a bit of time, we were spending over $1 billion a year more than we were making, and we found that to be unsustainable, and we went through some painful layoffs at that time. And then we stabilized, and now we're spending several $100 million a year more than we're making, which we can very well afford to do because we have billions of dollars in the bank. We are growing to be a future technology powerhouse, and we think the 3D space and the future of real-time 3D simulations is going to be one of the major facets of technology for humanity, and we're all in investing in that.
Unreal Engine is the engine on what Fortnite is built on. And what they're trying to do is make it easier, better, faster, quicker, cheaper for you or any other game mode creator to actually make more games within Fortnite.
One of the really critical things we aim to do in designing that is ensure it's a creator economy that could scale to other companies, other ecosystems.
Why? Because they want to be able to charge off the top of that.
We realized early on with Fortnite that the key to making Fortnite work as a creator economy was to open up the revenue from the item shop. And the thing that magically makes the Fortnite creator economy works is revenue sharing. Item shop spending according to sources of engagement by engagement. And that's why Fortnite scaled up to a $400 million creator economy so far and is growing.
It's amazing.
You see, Fortnite can only make so many skins. Fortnite can only make so many things that you actually want to pay and buy. But the problem is that those skins are only good on Fortnite. So the second you try taking those skins anywhere else, they're not usable anymore.
We're left in a world where people can't seamlessly move from games to games, bringing their friends and their stuff.
So what does Fortnite want to do?
So the solution to this is to federate and connect all of the systems together. You know, if you look at games, you could probably bundle together about 70% of them and say they're similar enough that they could actually interoperate. And you find other kinds of items are probably interoperable too.
They want to create an ecosystem using Unreal Engine, which is the tool to build these games, kind of like Roblox, right? If they're able to sell you more things that you can use in more games, or if they're able to have one currency, aka V-Bucks, that you can now pay one amount of dollar for and use on everything else in their ecosystem, will they make more money from that? My point is that, sure, Fortnite Battle Royale might be dying, and they did use that as a reason to lay off a big chunk of the Fortnite team, but where Epic Games is really putting a lot of their money is an Unreal Engine. Unreal Engine is what's going to bring more games like Steal a Brain Rot, like Red vs. Blue, like more 2v1 bunk fights. And the reason that they want to bring more of those people into the game is because all they have to do is maintain the platform on which they build those games on, aka Unreal Engine. And two, then they can charge you for V-Bucks. And they're going to pay creators a large portion of those V-Bucks because all they want to do is just be the middleman, be the person who can charge for those V-Bucks and make money on top of that without actually having to staff a bunch of people to build a game.